Hello and thank you for joining us on ERi-TV for English News Broadcast. Today is Sunday, 16th of June 2024. Here are stories making headlines. Eid al-Adha celebrated nationwide. Cultural programs in connection with Martyrs Day. China Premier League visits Australia. China urges Turkey to remove discriminatory additional tariff on Chinese vehicles. Eid al-Adha al-Mubarak Hijjar year 1445 was colorfully celebrated nationwide today. A salat ceremony presided over by Sheikh Salim Ibrahim al-Mukhtar, Mufti of Eritrea, was held at Baht Maskaram Square. The event was attended by ministers, senior government and PFDG officials, members of the diplomatic community, and thousands of the faithful. During the ceremony, Sheikh Salim Ibrahim al-Mukhtar gave an extensive briefing on the spiritual meaning of Eid al-Adha and called on the faithful to extend a helping hand to the needy. Sheikh Salim also wished a happy Eid to Eritrean people in general and the faithful in particular, as well as to members of the Eritrean Defense Force. He also wished peace and prosperity to the Eritrean people. A cultural program in connection with Martyrs Day, 20th of June, was organized by artists at Cinema Rama on 15th of June under the theme Our Arts to Our Martyrs. The event was coordinated by the Commission of Culture and Sports and was participated in by veterans and young artists. The objective of the program was to remember the martyrs who paid their previous lives for their people and country and to renew the pledge to live up to the expectation of the martyrs. In related news, a tree planting program in connection with Martyrs Day is being carried out in the port city of Massawa. The program was attended by residents of the city, government employees, and students. The program, which commenced at the beginning of June, included the cultivation of trees at the Martyrs Cemetery in Kutmia, as well as in the areas of Sigalet Qattan, Edaga, Salina Plain, and Addis Alam, indicating that the tree planting initiative conducted since 2021 at educational institutions, religious sites, individual homes, and entertainment centers has yielded commendable results. Mr. Haile Asfaha, mayor of the port city of Massawa, stated that the day is the reminder for every citizen to respond practically to the martyrs' trust. He also called for the sustainability of the program. Similarly, sports people in Maimines subzone conducted a popular campaign in connection with Martyrs Day at the Martyrs Cemetery in their area. A blood donation program was also conducted in Mandafara subzone, organized by the National Voluntary Blood Donors Association. Marta Welde Georgis Tedla, Director General of Treasury at the Ministry of Finance and National Development, passed away on 13th of June at the age of 63. Since independence, Mrs. Marta served her country and people in various capacities, including as Director General of Treasury at the Ministry of Finance and National Development. Mrs. Marta Welde Georgis is survived by her husband and 2 children. The funeral ceremony for Mrs. Marta was conducted in Adengofom, Seganeti subzone on 16th of June. Expressing deep sorrow over the passing of Mrs. Marta Welde Georgis, the Ministry of Finance and National Development extend condolences to her family and friends. Those were local news updates. Stay tuned for international news. Chinese Premier Li Qiang has said relations with Australia are back on track as he embarked on a 4-day trip to the major trading partner. His visit starting yesterday is the first by a Chinese premier in 7 years and is expected to pave the way for President Xi Jinping's first trip to Australia since 2014. Australia is unique strategically positioned to connect the West and East and stands as an important force of economic globalization and world multipolarity, Li said, according to a statement from Chinese embassy. Bilateral relations are back on track after a period of twists and turns, Li also added. He was greeted on the Adelaide airport tarmac by Australian Foreign Minister Penny Wong and Southern Australia Premier Peter Malnokas. Australia is the biggest supplier of iron ore to China, which has been an investor in Australian mining projects, though some recent Chinese investment in critical minerals has been blocked by Australia on national interest grounds. China imposed trading restrictions on a slew of Australian agricultural and mineral products in 2020 during a diplomatic dispute that has largely eased since Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's government took power in 2020 and adopted a softer diplomatic approach to Beijing. China expressed strong dissatisfaction and firm opposition to Turkey's decision to impose an additional 40% tariff on vehicles imported from China. China's Ministry of Commerce said on Friday, urging the country to immediately remove the additional tariff. Turkey's move is against WTO rules, and its changeable policies not only harmed the interests of enterprises on both sides and local Turkish consumers, but also aggravated Chinese companies' concerns about Turkey's business environment and undermined their confidence in investing in Turkey, the ministry said. Turkey is only imposing additional tariff on passenger cars originating in China, which means Chinese products receive less favorable treatment than similar products from other WTO members. This constitutes discrimination against Chinese products and seriously violates the principles of most favored national treatment. The ministry urged Turkey to immediately remove the discriminatory tariff and vote to take necessary measures to safeguard the legitimate rights and interests of Chinese companies. The additional Turkish tariff will be sent at a minimum of $7,000 per vehicle and will take effect on July 4th, a presidential decision published in country's official gazette showed. Before we go, we have a quick recap of the top stars. Eid al-Adha celebrated nationwide. Cultural programs in connection with Martyrs' Day. Chinese Premier League visits Australia. China urged Turkey to remove discriminatory additional tariff on Chinese vehicles. And that wraps up our news podcast for now. Thank you for watching. Happy holiday, everyone.